Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We have a divisional matchup in the AFC West between two quarterbacks, one who likes to throw the ball deep down the field, the other, the steady signal caller. It's Derek Carr going up against Alex Smith. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by Alex Smith in his fourth season at the helm of the Chiefs after 7 in San Francisco.
And I like his game. I hear him described as a game manager all the time, and I can't wait till we take game manager and flip it towards a positive, because right now it seems to be a negative. But game manager is what you want out of your quarterback, making the right decisions, getting the ball to the right people, moving the team down the field, and he does that very well. The only real criticism of him, sometimes a little too cautious with the football. He takes care of it very well.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his first look is incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Smith. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The cornerback, Sean Smith, comes up to make the tackle. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. Leading them out is a guy who's been a Raider starter since day 1. In his 3rd season now, it's Derek Carr.
And the Raiders believed in him enough to select him, so we knew that they liked him. But after they watched him play as a rookie, they realized they had their quarterback, and they wanted to build around him. Remember last year they drafted Amari Cooper to get him a #1 receiver, and they fortified the offensive line to make sure they could protect him. They know they have their #1 guy for a while, and they want it to continue that way.
Murray the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
We ready? Red 18.
Again, it's Murray. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And a look at the defense now. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down.
Here we go. Red 18.
Here's the option going right. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay.
They go back to Murray on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Now the rookie from Southern Miss, it's Jalen Richard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
He's got time in the pocket. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Set, move, 45. Move ahead.
Smith on third down and able to find Conley. 8 yards there on a first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Set, move, 45. Move forward.
Here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Set, move, 45. Move, 45.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to just see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the gun, it's Carr. Surveying the field. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
The dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Set, move 45. Move 45.
Here's Smith now on second down. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Set, move 45. Move 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Set, move, 45.
They run it here. Where? And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The cornerback, Sean Smith, comes up to make the tackle. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Set, ready, ready.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Caught here by Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Set, move, 45. Move, 45.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Ready, ready, ready.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's got time. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. The Raiders swarm in and block it. Now this is picked up inside the 30. And they will wind up with a football here at the 22-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Tango, wide and yay, wide and yay. Set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
We ready? Wide and yay, wide.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. And hauled in here by Rivera. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Call it a gain of 5. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
I'm well aware this is not basketball, but this feels like full court pressure. Never getting out of that the entire time. Just stay on top of them. With that lead, go ahead and fake it and continue to try and build on it.
Yeah, first half, as you said, you've got that lead, but they want a bigger cushion here. They're hitting the gas pedal hard. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. From the 4, it's second and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
On first down, Smith. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, Smith surveying the field. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Finding time. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Three yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide and 8.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
We ready? Wide and 8. Wide and 8.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Wide and 8. Wide and 8. Set.
Carr now on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
All right, here we go. Wide and 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Raiders ball early in the second. Cooper's going to haul in the pass, and he ends up at the 44-yard line before he stopped. However, they only come away with a field goal on the drive.
Okay, Larry, thank you. No touchdowns in our first half. What will we see in half number 2? Time to find out. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs defense, they get set and ready to do battle again. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. Carr now on first down. He's got time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Charles, as we glance back at Week 12 for a second, of all the games that were played, maybe that Chiefs-Broncos the most significant when you look at the playoff picture?
Most significant and maybe best played. I mean, think about all the excitement that went into that game, all the big plays, both sides having a chance to take control. Kansas City ultimately winning it, but Gary Kubiak, the head coach of Denver, his decision with about a minute to go to try the 62-yard field goal, that's the one that may come back because they had a chance to go ahead and take an overtime tie and put that on their record. Instead, it contributed to a loss.
Yeah, and it dropped the Broncos to 7-4. The Chiefs up to 8-3 behind the Raiders. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. On play action, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Here's Marquette King now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Force!
Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. From the end zone, Smith. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an offset eye. From his goal line here, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Set, move, 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Smith. Backing up. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Caught here by Conley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Smith turns and gives to West. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the ground, it's West again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Perry Riley. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
This is West. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now it's Smith surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
After the made field goal, Santos back here at the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Wide and 8.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
We ready? Wide and 8.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
We ready? Wide and yay!
They go with Murray again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll fake it. Now Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Move 45.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, here's Smith. It's Hill, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Ready!
On 1st down, it's Smith. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. To the air again, Smith. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Hey! Move 45! Move 45!
On 1st and 10, Smith. He gets it to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, Smith. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still 2nd down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Ready? Blue 45. Blue 45. Hut.
Smith throwing again. Finding time. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Macklin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Set.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ramik Wilson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
We ready? Red 18.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And it's 4th down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack, able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Ready!
From the gun, here's Smith. It's Hill, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Set! Ready!
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So out come the Raiders. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go! Red 18!
They'll run the option left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
We ready? Wide and 8.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. Now 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On second down, here's Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Smith. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So 2nd and 10 here. To the air again, Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Move 45! Move 45!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Set! Move 45! Move 45!
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Smith now on second down. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first and 10, Smith. Catch made right side by Wilson. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Smith throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And he's got it. It cuts this thing to 2. It's 15-13 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. To the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And not a whole lot. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
and 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We ready?
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.